To the CompuBox Academy, I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr., 91 kilos on the button. He's 180. It's the incomparable. It's Floyd Patterson, a man that needs no introduction. One of the legends of legends, fighting out of Waco, North Carolina. A true heavyweight superstar.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic gold medalist and the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, and truly one of the all-time greats, introducing Floyd Patterson.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is...
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Nobody home with that hook. A lot of effort being exerted here. How about that time counter shot? This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. Patterson goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
What resilience to be down and to be back.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. Corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Go back out there. Yes, I like that round.
Here we go. It's round 2. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Won't give us a second to catch our breath. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Right jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. How about that time counter shot? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. For each other's punching power. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Himself out though. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the...
There's the bell to start round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Did you see that? Oh, and Patterson's... Look great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause all they regard is who go the hardest. Whole family is the top full of ballers. Who would tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. The blood, sweat, and tears of my stripes. I only tell stories of fights. You learn that the struggle is part of the hustle. Don't ever mistake them as gripes. First I hit them with lefts, then I hit them with rights. After all that I've been through, I gotta continue to cut through that bull with a knife. You holding me up, so I'm rising. You want me to fail or surprise them? Addicted to winning, so since the beginning, I only focus on horizons. All they record is who go the hardest. Whole family is the top full of ballers. Who would tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs. So what can I tell you? I learned from my failures. I traveled through hell with a gang full of tailspins, and I only prevail cause I came with my day ones, and they never strayed from tough situations. I'm saying there's no conversation, just head down and get from the heart that we came from. All we record is who go the hardest. Whole family is the top full of ballers. Who would tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose. The fork in the road, which one will you choose? Look, the people need answers. You ready to dance? This one for the champs.
You are the sweetest thing. Yeah. I live all the joy you bring. Yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back. Are you ready? Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more?
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, making the Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Kyiv, Ukraine, here is the Olympic gold medalist, the longtime unified heavyweight champion of the world, known as Dr. Steelhammer.
The fans are ready. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. They both want the knockout. shot lands. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. If you're a counterpuncher, then basically the legend Klitschko is on the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this could be. This could be, this could be, this could be the chance.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, bang on, with a reach of 47 inches. And he'll be staring across from the legend himself, Terrence Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
No. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Beautiful counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Both trying for a knockout. One punch could change everything in this battle. Lucky that hook didn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Need you to switch.
Here we go for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope. Because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You can't connect with that right hook. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Bombs away. They block the hook. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
The straight right just misses. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against him?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
You can't score with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away.
Here we go to the fourth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These two fighters are made for one another. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Energy and endurance are not an issue. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's not that ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Jab not finding its target. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Nice round, good round. I like that, I'm happy. You were thinking,
Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
His stamina is off the charts. To be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the hook. Neither. Did you see that? Terrence Crawford, and down goes Crawford. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you continue.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but this is the beginning of round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Just misses with that uppercut. uppercut just missed. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd, if you know...
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're okay.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's been knocked down. Here we go, it's round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give your...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford in trouble. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I've got to see that again.